Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Dragon Age 2. This has been a long time coming, and I hope that you're as excited as I am. Charlotte Kuzlin's journey may be over for now, but the impact she made on Thedas will be felt in this game. Her choices will be reflected even as far away as Kirkwall. But where do things go following a blight? Morgan's last words to Charlotte were ominous and foreboding. Could change be coming to all of Thedas? To find out, let's play Dragon Age 2. And as a side note, I didn't even notice for the longest time that this was a Hawke. I just thought, oh, random architecture. Yeah, that was special. Anyway, new game. The champion's rise to power is shrouded in mystery, but no one questions that champion was at the heart of events that would change the world. And that was too fast for me to read! Anyway, I'm going to be playing a female mage Hawke. They don't give you as many choices for origins in this game, since it is centered on one character. But they do give you a choice of both gender and class, and later you get the chance to custom develop the look of your character. But for now, let's start, shall we? EA presents. Because you needed me to read that for you. Well, this is always a good sign, someone being dragged in by two people in armor.
I've had gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pendergast, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just, what are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here.
Oh.
Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
Oh, hey.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
Back to the blight-infected lands. The Hawks probably look a little different.
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself.
This section of the game functions as a tutorial. It lets you get accustomed to what powers you've got, what you've got available to you, and how to play as your character. So, I'm playing as a mage this time, which may come as a surprise to those of you who are used to me as playing as a rogue. But believe me when I say that I'm actually much more used to this. And one thing you may notice immediately, despite my misclicking, is that combat is much smoother now. And I'm trying to get them all coordinated together so that I can do this. That's right, gather around Carver.
We can't keep this up forever.
And in this game, your Hawke is voiced, so I'm not actually going to be reading her lines.
We'll make it through this, together.
Here they come. Shall I give them a taste of my blade?
Do it.
All yours, brother.
That's right. That's her sibling, Carver Hawke. So. Oh, because he decided to move. Oh well. Just in general, like I said, gets you used to the idea of combat. I may as well help him out here. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of them. Seriously, you guys want to come after me?
So much blood.
Yes, that is a lot of blood, actually. La 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 la. But yeah, this gets you used to how combat is going to be working. Usually there's a tutorial. I may as well summon the fireballs. Take out the remaining members here, the firestorm, rather. I'm just gonna stand there, meanwhile, while he tries to kill off that last darkspawn. Uh-oh. And the ogres were redesigned for this game as well. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is get out of its way. Because, as you can see, that's exactly what it's going to be doing. One of the best tactics, as always, is to try and freeze an enemy. Did it just try to hurl a rock at itself? Okay, and you guys can enjoy the freezing that there. Mega epicness.
There's no end to them.
Uh-oh, looks as though Hawke is in trouble. What? A dragon?
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
What makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me. You knew her even before she became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where she is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious Chantry's fallen to pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war.
What?
And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to her, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story.
So bear in mind that this entire game is basically being told from the perspective of that dwarf there. So, you know, sometimes unreliable narrator. Alright, and here we are to the character customization screen. Unfortunately, you cannot choose if you're going to be an elf or a dwarf or anything like that. You can only be human, you can only be Hawke, and they do give you default names. As a note, Marion Hawke and Garrett Hawke. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it seems pretty obvious to me that they were supposed to be analogs of Gary Stu and Mary Sue. If you don't know those terms, you can look them up. Anyway, the game gives you a bunch of presets to use for skin, texture. Oh, and I have some mods that give me the ability to become an elf, apparently. But, that's not what I'm aiming for. Okay. Anyway, so I'm actually going to cut the video here and come back once I've actually customized a character. So, I will see you in a second. And welcome back. Allow me to introduce you to Sylvia Hawke. Not too much has changed. I've kept pretty much the same hair and eye color, but I did tweak a few things, give her a different look. Now, we are going to pick out the origin, so to speak. The events of the Dragon Age origins. They give you 3 to choose from. The hero of Ferelden is the default. The martyr is one where it's a Dalish elf that sacrifices themselves. And no compromise, where you're a dwarven noble that took command of Ferelden's Grey Wardens and let nothing stand between him and victory. He exiled Alistair, sent Loghain to his death against the Archdemon, and left Nora as Ferelden's. That sounds familiar from somewhere. It's almost as though that's exactly the playthrough that someone else has done somewhere else on YouTube. But no, one of the reasons for wanting to go through all of the DLC and all of it, as much as I could, to have a very complete story with Charlotte, is to take this save, this one here. And it gives you a plot summary of everything that some of the conscious things that they're letting you know what happened. So, congratulations, the saved game imported successfully. So, just in general, with the appearance, you can adjust the hair, like the hairstyle. There are a lot of different... They have some of the old ones from Origins still available to you, but then they also have the new ones. And there we go, back to how I had it before. Hair color, I have some mods in there that actually give it a slightly different... a few more options for color, but I'm going to stick with the black. Anyway, after all of that gibbering, let's start the game. And yes, again, I'm going to be playing on casual.
The blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Dark spawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Cailan died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
Ow.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
And here's where they introduce really what this dialogue wheel is for. Each one of these has a particular tone in which your hawk will reply to whomever you're speaking to. Anything that's red usually is either aggressive or blunt. Anything that's purple is either charming or sarcastic, or humorous in some way, and anything that's green or blue is helpful or diplomatic. You'll probably see me sticking mostly to the diplomatic or helpful side of the spectrum for this playthrough.
I know how much Lothering meant to you, but we have to move. Yes, you're right. We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar.
And minor differences, I know I keep talking about it, but minor differences depending on which origin you choose, like which character you're playing. If you were playing a warrior or a rogue, he would have said, we've been running since Ostagar, since your hawk would have been there. Only in this case, since she's a mage, she would have been kept out of the fighting since she would have been an apostate, and that would not have gone over very well. But yeah, we need to get out of here.
Listen, you two. The Darkspawn could be on us any minute. Please, listen to your sister.
Then let's go. Lead on.
And we have Puppy back! Anyway, this is Bethany. She is our other sibling. You may notice that she was conspicuously absent from our earlier cutscene. I wonder what that could mean. And of course it looks as though this Leandra raised some very capable children. And yes, a lot of new quests are going to be popping up here. Hello, Mother. And yes, Leandra is in fact voiced by, what's her name? The voice actor for Eleanor Kuzland. So she's probably going to sound very familiar to you. And I can't actually pick up anything right now because my inventory is full.
Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn. Where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
And yes, Bethany's outfit is another mod. Yes, I have quite a few mods in here, so things are going to be slightly different appearance-wise. Anyway, we have to stay together. I think that's the reasonable option.
Wherever we go, what's important is that we don't separate. We can go to Kirkwall. Kirkwall? Are you sure that's wise? There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother. I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate. Then we need to get to Guaran and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh, and I've leveled. I should probably level. The leveling system is a little bit different than it is in Origins, you may notice. As a mage, I'm going to want to put a lot more effort into magic and willpower. Cunning, fortunately, doesn't really play very much into the social aspect of this game. And, as opposed to simple follow the line and, you know, add to it, you actually get trees. Talent trees. Very, very useful. So, now I have a skill that I can use in the midst of battle. And that was over quickly. Introducing one of the most epic women ever to be put to video games. A Templar.
You will not have him!
Whoa.
They will not have you. Not while I breathe.
Well, we better make sure that that's a lot longer than it sounds. Let's get that over that way. Hey, I said that way. That took care of a good chunk of him already.
One less to worry about. Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Of course, that's his first
Maybe has a
concern.
sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
The Order dictates.
I beg your pardon?
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valette. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
And here's where we can start asking questions. Most of these will generally repeat themselves or not affect your official tone. Anyway.
A strange time to be hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was traveling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Bad luck and judgment brought us together here before the attack. The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we? Wise girl.
I love Bethany.
You're quick to offer your allegiance.
Another blade between us and the Darkspawn? Yes, please.
So long as the Horde is their first concern.
True.
My duty is clear, but that is for another day, if we are granted that opportunity.
We will be fine. We all will.
Well,
For a while it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. You didn't see Ostagar. This is just the start.
You were there? Yes, I see it now. Third Company, under Captain Varro.
as in
Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated.
Seneschal Varro?
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
Alright, so questions done. Well, we may as well take them with us. Templar or no.
How bad is is that wound?
I think my sword arm's a loss, even with healing.
Then you will have mine, as always.
For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south. That's no way out.
We have no choice. The Darkspawn have us fenced in. We go south.
Where Ostagar is. So, this takes place... Oh, and friendship versus rivalry. It's no longer just a matter of approval or disapproval. You can be a friend or a rival, but either way, you're not going to lose your companions. It's just that their attitude towards you will change considerably. Alright, as well. Pump her full of magic. You know, that almost sounded wrong. Winter's Grasp, a very useful spell. Carver. He is our resident warrior. We're going to divide his between strength and constitution. More often strength than constitution, I think. And as he is a two-handed warrior, let's give him Mighty Blow, since it's the only one within that tree that we can take at this time. And Carver starts off with rivalry, and it does become pretty clear why he sees you that way. Why he's in a rivalry with your Hawke. So this is what the lands looked like after Charlotte left Lothering. Hope you guys enjoy fire! And now we have a pretty good balanced team. Ah, trying to close in the line behind us, huh? And more ahead of us? This is just not going well at all. Fortunately, we can defeat these without too much trouble. And dead refugee. I can take lyrium and stamina potions. Yeah, I can take all of that. Health potions. They've stopped referring to them as poultices in this game. They're now potions. And every bit of money that we can garner for ourselves is good. What does this refugee have? Ow. Okay. That's it. Eat fire. So even before the warriors got up there, we were able to draw them off. And some more darkspawn behind us. Oh, that's taken care of. More darkspawn coming this way. So that's that. Mother and Wesley, come on. Rebel, I can't take the ring. I don't have any room in my inventory. And if you're wondering why I say that, I have some modded items in my inventory, and it's currently actually over capacity. So I can't pick up anything just yet. I will eventually, but not at this point in the game. Without mods, especially that particular mod where you get a whole bunch of special items, your inventory should be fine.
On your guard!
Oh, goody! More darkspawn! What? How did I miss him? That's irritating. Okay, Emissary, you may have noticed, they're a little bit different. Remodeled. Actually, all of the darkspawn have been mostly remodeled. Bethany, watch out behind you! And actually, mages now have close combat, as well as archers, have close combat skills.
I can finish this.
Oh, they killed Puppy!
Now we can relax.
Quickly, before they regroup. We must press towards the wilds.
Yes. But before we do that, and as I'm not a
I
rogue...
don't think I can do that. Not going to happen.
Yep, I can't pick that lock. Dead refugee, however, I can take the health potions. And Codex means that everyone has been leveled. Excellent! Confirm. I'm going to take Winter's Grasp, a very useful spell in this game, much like it is in the last. Oh, Bethany. She's such a sweetheart. Around. There we go. And again, the only skill we can really take with him, and Aveline. Her emphasis you really want to put more into Constitution, although for Strength, for right now, it works. And again, she's going to be the weapon and shield warrior of our team. Which is very useful. And did I already click on this thing? No, I didn't. I can't take the injury kit. Anyway, I'm out of time for this installment of Let's Play Dragon Age 2. But I can't wait to show you next time where things go, especially the conclusion of the Lothering portion of this game. Hope to see you next time!